Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On the ground, it's Singleton. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll try the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. The throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, and try different things to see what you do with it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tries to get it on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. Offense facing 4th down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
And the Nittany Lions will try to convert on 4th down. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line, but will they go for it on fourth down? And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking to pass, it's Childs. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some...
Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try it over the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Childs. With the catch, it's Kelly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Velling. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Makes the grab. It's Bullard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Childs. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it in. Defensive score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Kelly. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. There he goes. Hard-hitting tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on first, second, third, and fourth down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Allard. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Number 95, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine, we'll run it outside, get the first down. Really tough to stop.
And the Spartans are rolling down the field. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
To the air, it's Childs. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Spartans in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Childs. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
That's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that. They were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little...
Turning it on! He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make... When you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dinkins. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Childs. The short hands. It's Marsh.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell. Hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Belly. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belly. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Belly. Touchdown, Michigan State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
mistakes on second down. Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're facing a third down. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
Let's go. Right. Get set.
Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Second down coming up.
All right.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's McCray. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Sparty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Dropping back, it's Childs. Snagged out of the air. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Mark. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Singleton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
At the 35, he's loose. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Give to the single back. That's 20. He's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter at